Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Dr. Gerald Kreitzer from the Cedar Rapids Concert Chorale, Mount Mercy University, half dozen other places. Have choir where it will travel.
Just hand me which folder I need to use.
And a little bit of a busier season for the chorale this winter because you've got two concerts coming up.
Two concerts,
but instead of
we've been busy.
But you're doing two different shows, so you're learning two entirely different shows.
Right.
So, but let's start with you're going to be performing with the Iowa Brass, I know. But let's start with your main concert, which is coming up on the 13th.
On the 13th, Saturday night, the 13th at First Lutheran Church. We're going to be doing a wonderful oratorio by the French composer Camille Saint-Saen, and it's a wonderful work. He's also wrote big symphonies and lots of orchestral works, but he was also a church musician. So this one features organ, and we'll have a string quintet and harp, and unbelievably beautiful solos throughout the piece, all done by chorale soloists. We've got some fabulous talent in the group, and then we'll do a more contemporary cantata by John Leavitt, and we'll swipe out the harp and replace it with a couple of percussionists, including vibes a la Milt Jackson. And
you're speaking our language there.
I know, fun percussive piece, and filled with famous Christmas texts. A lot of Latin, but we'll be splashing the translations up on the walls so you can sit back and thoroughly enjoy the music.
Now I need to dust off my choir nerd hat because I don't remember what makes an oratorio different from other choral forms. So give us the choir director definition.
Will tell a story with many different movements. This one has 12 different movements in it, 5 or 6 choruses, and then there's a solo, duet, a trio, quintet, quartet.
Is Messiah an oratorio?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that would be so if you
that's an oratorio. Yeah.
So if you solo and chorus, duet, trio.
Yep.
But it always bounces back and forth.
We'll come back and talk about Messiah in March.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes.
Not the Christmas part.
Right, because you're gonna do that. I know this year too.
So then another opportunity to collaborate with a great corridor organization, the Iowa Brass, down at the Solon Fine Arts Center. And we're going to do a piece by Gustav Holst, Christmas Day, and then 2 wonderful settings by John Rutter. So Nativity Carol and Star Carol.
Yeah.
So get to work with the brass and travel, perform, outreach.
John Rutter was the first that I would kind of think of as contemporary choral composer. Kind of in my lifetime that I can remember going, all those guys aren't dead. There are people still doing that.
Right.
People still writing that music.
That's right. And one of my favorite lines is, to all you music historians, is all music was once new. So
Right. Yeah.
John Leavitt is still alive too. So
right. Well, that led me to the question of, in programming and listening and rehearsing these, what has changed from the time of a Saint-Saen to Leavitt? Is there, can you listen? Can I listen and go, oh, this is definitely more of
modern,
a contemporary?
This is
feel.
more classical.
Yeah.
Definitely changes in style. In this 20th century, of course, we've been so influenced by jazz and rock and roll and world music, and so it's much more colorful, rhythmic. The little harmonic language is a little more complex, but
like you said, bringing some percussion in, swapping out the harp for the vibes is, I think
that's a perfect analogy right there. Yeah, good one. And then I'm just so proud of the singers who've been so busy.
You got a lot of music to learn.
We're out caroling maybe 16, 17 times this month and up to the 23rd of December. And
and regarding, with working with the Iowa Brass, of course, the the chorale often has instrumental accompaniment, as you said.
Right.
We're
Yep.
talking about this. You work with the symphony
Yep.
a lot. What's the difference between working with a symphony orchestra and working with a brass ensemble, especially a huge-ish one like Iowa Brass?
There's really not much difference. Okay. I mean, the sounds are different and the techniques are different, but you're still just conducting the ensemble. And
Your part of it doesn't change very much.
No, my part doesn't. Yeah.
In that space, sound reinforcement, that would be the thing I would think about, is maybe sound reinforcement would be a little different, but in the Solon space, probably not quite so much. We're going to be able to hear the whole thing very easily.
Right. I'm excited to be down there. It's one of the new spaces in the area that I haven't been able to get to yet. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
And when you do the caroling, is that the entire chorus, or is it? It's just a little bit. Who can do this? Who can do that?
Our membership chair has 2 tables spread out in front of the choir room with sign-up sheets for every date, and singers pick and choose. And
is it? I assume, though, that you kind of want to balance the parts. You don't want all sopranos or all basses. You got to kind of go with what
you kind of
people
go with
can
the flow,
but, yeah.
right? Yeah. So sometimes I'm anchoring the tenor line myself, and
and whereabouts do you do these? I assume you hit nursing.
Well, we do. We hit retirement homes. We'll be at the Green Square tomorrow night at the tree lighting. We'll be at the McGrath Amphitheater.
Oh, for the lighting thing.
We were out at Hawkeye
there.
Downs last Sunday for a big craft show. So yeah.
It's a busy time for a performer of any stripe during this year.
Yeah.
This is when there are lots of opportunities to perform. Everybody wants to hear the music.
Right.
So the trick is to program it in such a way that people want to come back when it's not Christmas.
Right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
So it's the Cedar Rapids Concert Chorale in concert. Its main Christmas concert with the Saint-Saen's Oratorio and the Leavitt coming up on December 13th. But then you turn right around the next day.
Head down to Solon.
And go to Solon for the concert with Iowa Brass. What's on the program for that show?
Well, we're doing. I'm not sure exactly what the Iowa Brass program is, but we're going to do Christmas Day by Holst and the 2 carols by Rudder. Oh, so. Yeah, 2:00 concert down there.
Okay, and when we think of Holst, we just think about mainly the planets, and that kind of stuff. But he wrote choral music too,
because of choral
as you said, he was a church musician.
Right, lots of choral music, great stuff.
So that's the 14th. So Saturday and Sunday, you can make a complete choral and brass weekend out of it with the Cedar Rapids Concert Chorale. If people want more information, they can visit you on the web, and that site is
crchorale with an e.org.
All right.
You can find all about us and purchase your tickets, and in advance, little discount.
Yep. Well, as always, a great opportunity this season to hear great music pretty much on a daily basis in the corridor, and the chorale is such a huge part of that. So thanks for coming in today, and have fun with your shows.
Yes, appreciate it.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.